Hi, and welcome to Have a Chat. I'm Veronique Arsenault, your fabulous co-host today. I was thinking about you.
No, I'll say it too. You're fabulous.
Oh, I was thinking about Judy in that moment, and anyway, so out came the word fabulous.
I think it's great.
I am one of your co-hosts today, of course, with my fabulous auntie, Judy Loge.
On that note, you should be considering yourself fabulous. We don't promote ourselves enough. Everybody in this world is guilty of that. They never say, I think I'm doing a great job at this or that.
I had a brain fart there.
That's all right. I think it's great.
But you know what? Audrey's not with us today. She had a work commitment.
It's a big day for her.
Well, it's prom and grad season,
Prom and
right?
grad. She's doing all the updo straight out today, so that's her career. She owns her own studio, as people know.
Yeah.
And she's obligated for the prom.
Busy day.
And nails,
well,
etc.
busy time, really. Yeah.
Isn't it?
I know. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe it's like, heading towards the end of June.
And it's been really muggy too. So I'm going to explain to everyone my hair looks like this. First off,
we're all having a day, but you look fabulous as always.
You're so sweet, Veronique.
So Judy has our thought of the day.
My thought of the day is by somebody that, it's just an anonymous thought of the day. Life is short, live it. Love is rare, grab it. Anger is bad, dump it. Fear is awful, face it. Memories are sweet, cherish it.
Love it.
I think so. It covers a lot of ground.
I love it. It's wonderful because it's true. And we talk a lot about that here on the show, is that we just can't hang on to all that negativity.
No.
And we don't. We don't typically do.
And we never think something could happen to us. We do and we don't. We think this day is going to be like our day. Anything can happen at any moment. So you've got to seize the day literally and do things and dare yourself.
That's right.
And just be happy as possible, because life is short and it says live it.
Yeah.
Right
well,
on.
I think we live it.
I think I've lived twice already.
I know. I need a nap.
Yes.
I need a nap.
I had a mosquito fall in love with me last night at bedtime.
Oh, you were a buffet, were you?
Yes, I was.
All you can eat.
Bugger. I can't swear on the show, but if I could, I would.
Rotten turkeys.
Yeah, they're bad because of the dense air.
Yeah.
They're just
we had a
everywhere.
different word for them before we went on the air.
Yes, we did.
That's okay. That's all right. But a busy weekend, Father's Day on the weekend.
Father's Day is so special, and you think, what can I say or do for my father that I haven't done before?
I know.
Because men, I don't know about your dad, but my husband and my father and my brother, they don't want anything. It's like, don't acknowledge us. We don't want any gifts. We don't want any cards. I'm going to get them something.
That's right.
And especially Gerard, my husband, he's like, I don't want a thing. Okay, that makes it easy. I'll get you.
You're really.
But so we open gifts and we try to have nice dinner together. Yeah. And for my dad, who I tell him every day I love him, and I call him every day. I'm so blessed to have him in my life and to live so close to me.
Yes.
It's just a gift, actually, and he is one of my best friends.
Well, and I love your dad.
Yeah, he's special.
I love your dad.
Yours too.
He is special, and same with my dad. I mean, I talk to him every day, multiple times a day.
Yeah.
And it's funny because of Dad's career, we've not spent a lot of Father's Days together in the last some 22 years, right?
Travel.
Because he was always pretty much away.
Yes.
So, but you know what? We didn't do anything really huge.
Didn't bungee jump or anything?
Not this year, no. We're thinking about it for next week, but not yet. But you know what? We went to see Wonder Woman, and we loved it, and then we barbecued.
Very nice.
And I did the barbecuing.
Well, and everybody survived.
Yes.
There's nobody who yelled today.
No. Even we Mom and Dad and I and my Auntie Cynthia, we all went down and we barbecued steak on the barbecue.
That is delicious.
You know what? We just kind of sat there and hung out.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Yeah, it is very, very nice.
Yeah. I'm really lucky. I have such a close relationship with my family in general and with my parents in particular. So it was, it was really nice.
One thing I want to remark on is how much I feel personality-wise I'm like my father.
Yes.
And we have a dry sarcasm. So I found this T-shirt for my dad in Las Vegas. It says, fluent in sarcasm.
Oh, yeah. Your dad is so funny, though.
He is, but I could wear it myself most days. Yeah. And you're like your dad.
Very much so.
So,
which is why sometimes we butt heads.
Well, Dad and I don't.
Yeah.
Actually.
Dad and I, every now and again, Yeah, we'll have a little.
Okay. Oil and vinegar?
Oh, sometimes, yeah. But I mean, we do, but we talk multiple times a day.
Yeah,
and I see him every day pretty much. So it's, yeah, I mean, we're together a lot.
Okay, so tell me about this Wonder Woman movie.
I loved it.
I haven't seen it, so it's the theme. How did it grab you, Veronique? The overall.
Well, it was, you know what? It was set in 1918 in the Great War, the war to end all wars.
I love that.
And it was really period appropriate. But it was amazing because, I mean, it's making a lot of waves because it is the first superhero genre with a woman as a lead character.
Cool.
And it was directed by a woman.
Yay.
And pretty much, I mean, there was, you know, a huge cast. I mean, men and women. But it, you know what? There was no sexual content. No, it was funny. It was action packed. It was really well written, and it was and really well executed.
So you really loved it.
I loved it, and mom, right from the moment it started till the very end, mom usually falls asleep in the movie.
Oh no!
But she loved it too.
I love that era. And the costumes would be amazing.
They were gorgeous, and she is incredible. Gal Gadot.
I've seen her on E-Talk, a clip of her. She's so stunning.
She's stunning, but she was powerful.
Awesome.
Yeah, and there's this meme on Facebook going around, and it's a picture of the general in Wonder Woman, and it's Robin Wright, and she was a princess, of course, in The Princess Bride.
She was.
And then there's a picture right below her of Princess Leia, and then she was a general, of course, in the last Star Wars movie.
And she's passed. We're talking about Carrie Fisher.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
just died last year.
But it said, "I've lived long enough to see my childhood princesses become generals."
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful message for girls and boys.
It is.
You know, to be powerful in your own right, and a lot of classes actually. With kindergarten and grade 1 and 2 are using it as a teaching tool.
I think it's wonderful.
That you know, it's powerful to be you.
Mm-hmm. Be unique, be different,
Yeah.
and be proud of your difference.
Yes.
I'm proud of who I am.
Boy and girl. Yeah.
I think it's because I feel I am unique in so many different
Yeah.
ways, and I empower that.
That's right. Yeah, I loved it. Anyway, it was. We went to the matinee, and then
Yes.
we barbecued after that.
That was really lovely.
It was a great weekend.
Well, the humidity, I had a migraine, and the migraine kind of focused in one eye, so we
Yes.
went out to dinner. I should have been doing cooking and things at home, but I
gosh.
mostly do. But we just treat ourselves to an outside
blame
dinner,
you.
and then everybody just relaxed. And
Well, yeah, because then you don't have to do all the work.
that's right.
I don't blame you.
So, Veronique, wasn't that sad about the London? Again, the attack. Well, first of all, the fire that took place last week.
Yeah.
Horrific.
I know, the Grenfell Towers
Yes.
last Wednesday.
Yes.
And just a towering inferno. Like
24 story.
Yes, yeah.
24-story building.
Yeah, and 79 presumed missing or presumed
Yeah, I know,
dead.
that's just disgusting.
Incredible.
And they were talking about the cladding aluminum. That's a composite that they use to try to, that they install in those units to try to save energy.
Oh.
And now there's protesters going around talking about the cladding, that because of the unsafety aspect of it could have been the cause. And so basically the owners that presumably put those people at risk, the tenants, and now there's a big outcry about that. Was that why the fire occurred?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And you never imagined that something like that could happen.
Drastic.
But of course there was another terror attack over the weekend.
You don't know when you turn on the news, but lately, what you're going to see, but lately it's been London, 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 and you're thinking, how much can that city take? And that's one of my favorite cities in the world.
I know, it's beautiful, and it's so historic, and it
offers so much.
Yeah.
People are wonderful there too.
But I think that's the purpose, right? Is to create that fear in an iconic, city in the world, so that people start to fear going anywhere.
And it was it was in front of a mosque again. And the Muslims, yes.
I know, so sad.
Yeah. So, like I said, my sister laughs at me a little bit. She's in Toronto, and I say, I want to go to London again, but I'm not.
Yeah.
And I said that before, and she said, you could walk across the street and get hit by a car, and it's true.
Yeah.
But why set yourself up for somewhere where it's such extreme terror alert?
And I'm having, unfortunately, the same feelings about Paris right now. I don't like that I feel that way because it's they're beautiful cities, and the history and the people, it's amazing. And I've been lucky to visit both.
Me too.
But I have a little bit of that feeling right now about Paris that I'm afraid to go.
But like my quote was kind of live life is short. You could get, like I said, struck down tomorrow.
Yeah.
However, why set yourself up for something is happening in such a bad way over there?
But you know what though, because of that, actually I thought a lot about what I wanted to do this summer, because I'm actually taking vacation this summer, which I haven't done in probably 4 or 5 years. And I'm doing a couple short staycation trips around the Atlantic provinces.
I think it's great. great. We don't explore our own provinces enough.
That's exactly it. So I thought, well, you know what? I booked a little bit of time off here and there, and I thought I'm gonna tour around Atlantic Canada.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
And I mean, just for example, what is more beautiful than Prince Edward Island?
Well, that's the thing.
That is a haven.
I know.
You have your
I
white
can't
sand. Your seafood over there is tremendous.
Yeah.
It's pretty. And speaking of PEI, there was a run yesterday. It was
IWK.
It was the IWK.
Yes.
13-kilometer run across that bridge. I found that fatiguing. I'm worn right out.
I was done like that. No, neither one of us were there.
That's why I had a headache.
Yeah.
No.
But you know what? A good friend of mine was there with a team, actually. The Becca Told Me To team.
Oh, that Becca.
Rachel Bernard and her family went.
Very
and
nice.
yeah, they did the run.
Rachel and Allie did it?
Yeah, and they wrote, Rachel and Allie.
Good.
And they raised money for IWK, but all in Becca's name.
It's such a wonderful hospital, the IWK.
know.
And how many people do we know that have been personally touched
It's incredible.
and journeyed through that, illness through the IWK? Yeah. And I know a lot that have come out on top.
That's
and
right.
have beaten the cancer
Yeah.
or whatever illness the child might have. I can
right.
say I know a lot of survivors. So
yeah,
it's
and I do too. I know a lot of families that have taken their children down there, so it's amazing that we have a facility
wonderful
like that.
establishment.
Yeah,
Anything that can promote it.
I agree. So prom and grad season, full bloom.
Wow. I have a nephew. Congratulations, Logan
Yes.
Power, my nephew, my sister's boy.
Yeah.
Colleen boy is graduating this year.
Hard to
Handsome young
believe.
fellow, nice kid.
Yeah.
And Rylan Carney is graduating,
Yes.
my little cousin. So for once in my lifetime, I only have 2 graduates this year to go to parties for.
I know you're often busy this time of year.
One year we had 10 graduations.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 and 10 weddings.
Oh, oh.
So it'll be a little bit more relaxed this year,
Yeah.
and I have no more to graduate. Mine have graduated actually, but it's I didn't get up to the prom on Friday night,
either.
and it was too bad it rained for
Yes.
James and Hill.
But the pictures were beautiful.
The stunning couples.
My goodness. But you know what I saw, which was really interesting? A lot of gray suits on our young male graduates.
That's what my Jansen wore last year.
Yeah, it was very
I love
dapper,
that.
very attractive. Yeah.
His was like the heather gray with the
Yep.
navy, and the
Yep.
navy contrast just
Oh,
makes it
nice,
very,
yeah.
I think, classy.
Yeah.
right?
No, they were beautiful. I was really I loved them.
And the gowns, the array of gowns
my
you
goodness.
get.
The ladies looked beautiful.
And tonight is Miramichi Valley's prom.
Yes.
So it's
How
exciting to
exciting.
watch them walk in,
know.
and so they're so proud.
So we want to congratulate, of course, the class
Yes.
of 2017, all across our region, across the province, really. And but we want to make sure that you're safe out there. Have a
Yeah.
good time, but stay safe, and you know what? Enjoy the memories that you've got with each other, and party it up, but do it in a responsible
Yeah.
way.
I texted one girl and I said, "How was your big night? I heard you looked beautiful." And she said, "I wish I could do it all over again."
Yeah.
I know. That's why you have to, like I said in the quote, cherish those memories.
yeah.
Hang on to them.
I had the after prom party with the year I graduated.
I remember that.
400 young teenagers in our backfield.
400.
Yeah.
Just a few.
No fights, no problems, nothing.
You had security around.
We did.
That's
well, Dad
important.
was in charge, so we
Well,
we
that's
had
amazing that
we had
nothing
such a
happened, no
good time.
mishaps,
No,
and
that's
no
right.
trouble
Yeah.
at all.
Something really important coming up for Hospice Miramichi with a short deadline.
Yes, I have a little blurb on that, and I want to put this word in for hospice. So the Hospice Miramichi will be hosting their 2nd annual Family Day and Memorial Butterfly Release on July 22nd from 12 to 4 p.m. Last day to order live butterflies is tomorrow, so
Yes.
it's June 20th.
Yeah.
And you may do that by calling 773-7607. The cost is $20. So the butterfly release takes place at 1:45. Family Day features games, face painting by Amy, pony rides, petting zoo, reptile exhibit, barbecue, a jumping castle, and more. So the monetary donation, there's a monetary donation, I'm trying to say, to enter the grounds.
Yep.
And donations over $10 are eligible for a receipt for tax purpose.
Wonderful.
And that hospice program, I mean, what can you say about that?
Well, you know, the amount of work that has gone into getting the program up and running, and all that they do for, you know, people in their end of life care, it's amazing, really. And we've had Connie on the show before, and you know, the passion that she has for that work is amazing.
Totally. She's an amazing nurse,
yeah.
number one. But she's such an amazing spirit to have by your bedside should you be going through that end
Yes.
of life stage, because she sings and plays guitar, and she just has that God-given talent to comfort people.
Exactly.
It's a gift.
Yeah, I agree.
And my oldest son, Evan,
Yes.
at one point he wanted to be one of the volunteers to go to hospice, and of course it's super confidential, so he would go out and be with the client and we'd never know where he even was.
No, that's right.
But people later on said how kind and wonderful it was just to have somebody come over that would sit and maybe play a game of cards,
Right.
sit and talk to you about a hockey game, sit and talk or read from the newspaper something interesting. But you have no idea how you can touch someone's life just by giving volunteer hours.
It's amazing, and you know, Connie and the staff there do a wonderful job, and we're looking forward to the residential hospice because that's what they're working towards now.
And they will get
Yeah,
that
they'll
going.
get there. So another couple of points just before we head out to break. We have such a full show today.
We have a great show again.
We always have a full show, really. I mean, we get the best guests here, I'm pretty sure.
We certainly do.
But it's National Aboriginal Day on June 21st.
Great.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that we're celebrating our First Nations communities. Of course, we're surrounded by 4
Yes, we're
First
proud of them.
Nations communities here, and the Fisherman's Powwow is coming up on
That's right.
July 1st is a quieter day, but full bloom on July 2nd. And then National Multicultural Day is Tuesday the 27th.
Oh.
And that is, of course, my former, I'm still there,
Employment.
but my former work, and we're having a barbecue, and the proceeds will go to the SPCA.
All right.
That
so
day.
tell people where to go, Veronique.
They're going to be Waterford Green.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and there's going to be a big unveiling. We're not going to tell you what,
Ah.
but there'll be a big unveiling that day. So we want to make sure that everybody heads out on National Multicultural Day on June 27th, on Tuesday, down at Waterford Green. And we're working in conjunction with the Fisherman's Powwow and the Historic Chatham Business District.
Wow.
The brain is not really working so well
That's
today,
all
Judy.
right. It's Monday and it's muggy and we're plugging away, Veronique.
That's right. That's right. But so we have great guests coming up. We have Jeff Cormier and Naomi McGowan, who are going to talk to us about Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
And I think I know somebody else in the cast.
Okay.
Over here.
I think I know her too.
Over here.
Kind of a crazy one, isn't she?
No, I love her. And then after that, in our final segment today, we're going to have Michelle Davidson-Legier.
Yes.
And she's the coordinator for the Food Security Network.
Great
and
girl.
we're going to talk about Fresh for Less and a few other things.
Perfect.
But before we head out, what is your favorite memory with your dad?
My favorite memory with my dad, where do I begin? I think he wrote me a letter when I graduated from university, and it was the most beautiful
You gonna make me
letter
cry?
about you being my daughter and how much I love you and what I've meant to him and how proud I am of him. And I could just haul out that letter and cry every time I read it, but it is extremely memorable for me. It was when I graduated from university. That's just one.
Yeah.
I have so many family trips with my dad and
yeah.
his joking ways and teaching me how to drive.
Yeah.
He taught me how to drive.
Yeah.
That's a big thing right there.
Yeah. That would be a
Do you
good
have one?
You know what? It's usually the simpler ones. We've done some amazing, huge, wonderful things together.
Yes.
But he and I ran a 10K 4 years ago together, and he let me cross the finish line before him because he didn't want me to be the last one.
That is so precious. Don't cry.
So don't go too far. We'll see you soon right after the break. Hi, welcome back to Have a Chat. I'm Veronique Arsenault, your host for today, and I'm joined, of course, by my fabulous co-host, Judy Loge. Unfortunately, Audrey is swamped with prom updos today, so she couldn't
Poor
be
girl.
here with us.
She'll be back out.
Yeah, and I promise I have not, well, actually, I did switch out my vodka for water for this segment, just so we're all clear. I'm going to be more with it now.
Stop it. Don't be hard on yourself.
Anyway, it's all good. We're having a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So we are now joined by two incredible gifted
Actors.
actors.
They are. Don't you look around. We're staring right at you, too.
So we have Naomi McGowan and Jeff Cormier. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
You both made me cry in your last production, so thank you for that.
Amazing.
So Naomi, tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on right now.
I'm going to school in Fredericton, and I'm taking musical theater, film production, dance, music theory, all that fun stuff.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm home for the summer. We just finished a show that you were just talking about.
Stillwater.
Yes.
It was
Stillwater musical. Yeah.
It was
Superb.
a lot. It was a hard show,
Yeah,
but
well,
I'm glad we did it.
More so for you. You're the one who was carrying the whole thing.
That was very intense.
saying.
The acting
It
was
was.
fantastic, written by Sam Kroll and
Yeah.
co-directed by Lloyd Cameron,
Yeah.
based on mental illness.
Yeah, they
which
did a
is
great
so
job.
prevalent.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were phenomenal.
You had a lot of really emotionally wrenching scenes. It must have been quite exhausting.
Yes.
Yes.
There was it was like most times it's pretty easy to like keep it in, like keep it on the stage. But I remember one night I was just like wrote off. It just like affects you so much, especially a show like that.
It certainly does,
Yeah.
and we know everyone has like somebody that they know that's
Yeah.
affected with mental
Yeah.
illness. So it reached so many in that audience that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, how you doing?
Jeff, tell us
Seen you a
about
lot
you.
lately.
Yeah. Oh, tell about me. Okay, yeah.
You're fabulous.
Yeah, obviously.
Everybody's
I'm
fabulous today.
Yes,
We're just going to
yes.
put that right out there. Everybody's going to own it, and we're loving it.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty much doing the same thing, except it's in Ontario at Sheridan College, taking my Bachelor of Musical Theatre.
Wow.
Yeah, fancy, right? But I'm back home working, doing shows. I'm at Sheldrick, Camp Sheldrick,
Yes.
the summer camp.
How many years
Director
have you
there?
been at Camp Sheldrick now?
This will be my 5th, I think.
Wow, they
now.
must love you.
Yeah, well, they keep hiring me.
But you have
so-
energy and you have lots of things going on.
The first time I met Jeff, he was in the duck suit.
The what?
Oh my god.
Duck soup? Quack, quack?
Is there a picture?
Yeah,
Yes, I
probably
know.
somewhere.
I
I
totally
completely
pictured
forgot
it.
about that.
Darn
It was like
dirty.
152 degrees out,
Oh.
and there was Jeffrey on the front street in Miramichi East in the duck suit.
Just dancing around like a lunatic.
Yep.
you know.
Put your game for anything. That's what we love about you
Yeah,
young
yeah.
people.
We were trying to keep him hydrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
But good job on Stillwater.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
on your acting ability, now that you're both in musical theater, there are just wonderful things to come for both of you. You found your niche. You've gotten your calling where you want to be.
Yeah, it's a pretty good setup.
Isn't it awesome? It's great. So now it's the Mamma Mia, Veronique.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, so
Here we
this is
go
one of my
again.
favorite musicals. I was actually very lucky and saw it on Broadway.
I love it.
Oh.
Yeah, and of course the movie and all of that. And now I get to see all of you. And I'm going to include Auntie Judy in this one because, of course, she has a part in it as
I do,
well.
I do.
So now, Naomi, tell us what part you're playing and tell us about the process and how exciting this is. I mean, for us it's exciting, but for you guys it's work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but it's so much fun.
It's so much fun.
We have so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just such a good cast. We get along
It
so
is.
well.
They're
We're
a
all
wonderful
kooks.
group.
We're all crazy.
Bunch
good.
of crazy people.
Speak for yourselves.
Go with it, Judy.
Yeah, Judy's the tamest one there. So
Yes, yeah, oh
that's
my
saying
god. Like she sits
something.
down and then she just does her stuff and then she leaves. It's so weird.
They lie.
But yeah, I'm playing Sophie's best friend, Allie. And it's been a lot of fun working with her and the other best friend, Kat McIntyre.
Yeah.
So we're having a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, and so I get to be in a lot of the dances, and I'm not very good at dancing,
Yes,
but
you are.
I'm getting through.
You're doing really well dancing, I think.
See,
Thanks,
we have
Judy.
a bird's eye view with Judy who gets to see all of this,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
And so you were saying that your Allie, your friend is Sophie, who is
Yeah.
the daughter, of course, in Mamma Mia, that is getting married.
Right.
Yes, yes.
And that is played by Rebecca
Yeah.
Rebecca Dubé.
Dubé.
Yeah.
Oh, I
She's
didn't
a
realize
gem.
Rebecca.
Yeah,
Rebecca.
Oh,
Rachel's,
yeah.
Rachel's daughter. That's why I was saying
Right,
Rachel.
right,
Rebecca
right.
Dubé.
Rebecca's actually working at the Multicultural Association this
girl.
summer.
Oh,
Yes,
you
yeah.
told me
Your
that.
fiance in the
He
play.
is. Yes,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
the one getting, well, I guess I got that in the wrong hand, but yeah. The one getting hitched. Sky was his name, but yeah.
Does it make you excited for marriage? Does it make you?
You know what? Like the rehearsal that we just had, we were like blocking. Whenever I was standing up there walking, having her like walk in, I was like, "This is so weird. This is what it is. Oh my god, am I ready for this?" There's a lot of
So
thoughts
you had the
going through my
panic attack already.
head. Like yeah, God knows what I'm gonna be like for my own. But
We should be
anyways.
good now.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Now that I've had the
Amazing.
shock, but anyways.
And David Gulpy is phenomenal. He's directing,
Mm-hmm.
and Candace Curtis is the musical director, and another gifted girl, unbelievable.
So,
And-
Judy, which part are you playing?
well, just let me. And Jenna Henderson's doing choreography, and
Yes.
she's phenomenal. They're
She's
just
great.
wonderful people.
Yeah, she's like,
I just tried out for the one part because I could just see myself as the one part of Tanya,
I love her.
and they cast me. And
I love her. She's my
I
favorite.
know. She's a little crazy, isn't she? But that's me. But learning to keep up with these young people, you see, the mother is Donna, played by Patty Michaud.
Right.
And so she would be in my age group, as are three of the other adults, and the rest are all young people.
Yeah, but you have enough energy for four of them.
I have energy, but man, oh man, like the dog's starting to look at me at home. I'm dancing around the kitchen thinking, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll let you on a little surprise. Neither do we.
Yes, we do. But it all comes together, right? Because
Oh,
you have to learn the lines, you have to learn the dancing, and then you have to learn the singing, and you have to incorporate it all at once.
That's an incredible amount of work. So okay, so how does it work? Like, do you learn the lines first, and then you do the dance? Like,
Well,
It's kind of like a mix of all at the
Yes.
same time, just like,
Try to squeeze everything in.
yeah.
really, eh?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
just
we
kinda-
get together in one room and we'll do some songs, and then we'll move over to another where they block some scenes with Sculpey, and then we'll go into another room where they might run a scene, like with dancing
Yeah.
and etc.
Yeah,
Wow.
just try and time manage a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many hours are you all rehearsing?
What would you
Well,
say?
we
It's
do,
a
like, we do
6-week
5
endeavor,
to
right?
9, like
3 times a week?
3 times at least
Wow.
a week, and now we're going into
Math.
like full, yeah.
12.
A
12
lot.
hours? Is that right? Is my math right there? Wait.
You're asking
is
the
hard.
wrong person.
4, 8.
Math is hard.
But it's coming together in
So I
such a
went
short
arts.
time span.
Yeah.
Like really from the get-go
Yeah.
was the end of
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's being produced. So here's the information.
Yes.
So there's a beautiful poster that's done up. I saw this in New York, and I saw it in Toronto, but we're much better.
I know.
No, they did it on PEI last year.
I seen it at PEI last year.
Yeah.
It's really
So-
good. It was great.
A mother, a daughter, 3 dads, complicated. Mamma Mia, the smash hit musical, with the music based, of course,
Oh,
songs
love
by
ABBA.
ABBA.
Yes.
James M. Hill Theater, June 30th through to July 3rd, each night at 7 p.m. Tickets available at the Goodie Shop and Jonka 2 locations, both Newcastle and Chatham. And advance tickets are $20 and at the door $25. June 30th, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 7 p.m. James M. Hill.
That's going to be a heavy show schedule for all of you.
Woo!
I'm excited.
That's
What's your
exciting.
favorite part about the whole, like, do you love your role, or is it the whole camaraderie of the acting group? Or the play itself? What's your best, what do you love the most?
I like the dances, even though I
do?
complain about
Yeah, I was
them.
gonna
They're
say,
so,
what are-
I know, it's a love-hate relationship, but they're
Yeah.
a lot
Me
of
too.
fun. They're yeah. That's
But
definitely-
so how do you feel though going from such a heavy subject play like you just did with Stillwater the musical to such a lighthearted,
I think it's great.
like how
Yeah,
do you
it's a
shift?
breath of fresh air.
How do you
Yeah,
shift your
exactly.
mind though? Like that's I mean
I
you,
know.
you ended one and
know.
started the
You
other,
just-
right?
I kind of think about it like like when you're watching a really sad movie, and then right after that you watch a comedy. Like it's like you kind
Yeah.
of need them.
Yeah.
Similar, yeah.
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 So,
What's
no,
your
it's
favorite
great.
aspect of Mamma Mia?
Honestly, the music is really taking me by surprise, and how much I enjoy it.
How could you not love ABBA?
The thing is, the crazy thing, didn't care much for ABBA before I did this.
Oh, you're
I-
wrong.
I-
You're so wrong.
But like, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like,
Good.
it's so interesting and so fun.
Uplifting.
Yeah, yeah.
You should
That's-
hear these two sing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I got to hear them. I got to hear them during the Stillwater the musical, so I know how fabulous.
But for the
fabulous
viewers
is
that
my
come
word.
to see them, they'll be just thinking, wow, these are two gifted, just two of the many gifted young people. And I say
yeah.
young. It's the young ones that are really gifted.
Oh, come on, give yourself some
No, I'm having
credit.
fun with it, but I mean, you people are training. Like I did theater my whole life, and I took theater with Bill K. Silk and all of that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
did some acting with Theater New Brunswick, etc. But you're young, and there's new things coming up in the theater world, and new techniques for singing and all that. I remember having to do the relaxation exercises. All that,
yeah.
But see, you get to learn because they're learning in school, and then they're going to teach you now in the play, Judy.
they're awesome.
I know.
They're just the beautifully talented people. I'm so proud to be in the play with you.
Oh,
I can't wait.
And we do have a lot of laughs, don't we?
oh yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, all of the
It's so
laughs.
much fun.
Yeah.
I can't get over Jason like every day.
Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Howe is in this play.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a teacher
Yes.
at Miramichi Valley
Yes, he
High.
is.
Something else.
He is like each one brings their own personal character
Yeah.
to the show. So we're doing our own character as in the play, but we're all actors
Of
on the
course,
outside
yeah.
as well. And Jason's one of the
course.
biggest ones, right?
Yeah.
He hams it up
Oh, I
and he
can imagine.
sings, and we had a great time.
It's a lot of fun.
It's therapeutic at the same time as hard work.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys have planned for the summer after this? Because I mean, this is coming up pretty quick.
Work.
Work,
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
work, work.
I mean, I have an online course, but who wants to learn about that?
Are you guys going to be doing any other shorter productions over the summer, or that's it for now?
No.
You're going to take a break, eh?
Yeah. two is my max.
That's fair. I'm helping out Jenna, she has a group now. It's called For Art's Sake. It's for children.
Oh, nice.
So they're doing Wizard of Oz, so I'm going to help her out with that.
Oh, nice.
But no more acting for me.
Jenna
Give me a
LeBlanc?
break. Yeah.
She's a very gifted girl too.
Yeah, she's
moved
great.
here from Toronto. She's in the play as well, and she does theater with youth.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
she has about 15 of them.
I
I think
know.
now. Like, she's built up a pretty good group.
Wow.
Yeah.
How big's the cast for Mamma Mia?
22.
2022 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Really?
So to get everybody to be in sync with one another,
Wow.
like especially me.
That's a huge cast,
her.
though.
Yeah.
Go left, no, let's go right. Oh my lord.
Wrangling cattle.
Yeah, or cats.
But from one actor to two, we have our own lingo, don't we? We have our own, I think, talk, if you want to call it, because I've had cast parties at my house, and my husband doesn't know what the heck is
Oh
going
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like, you are the most strange bunch. He says that after people leave.
Yeah.
Because he can't relate.
No.
We have our own, what would you say, culture?
Yeah, it's a kind of a
Definitely.
subculture in a way. Like my
We just get each other.
my friends from school, they often refer to people who don't do theater as muggles.
Ah!
Affectionately, mind you. It's not like
I'm
you
okay
know,
with being a muggle.
But yeah, because
Sort
it's
of.
just you just don't get it. It's
Right.
it's something. It's a weird world that we live in.
One word could mean so much to 20 people.
Yeah.
But nobody else in that room would have a clue what we're talking
No.
about.
Oh, yeah.
Why everyone's laughing or
I know. It's fun, yeah.
So now, Judy, are you singing in this production?
Mamma Mia, here I go again.
They won't let me sing on the show. Anyway.
Yes, I have to sing,
Yeah.
and here I am with these people who can sing, and I'm trying my best to learn
You
to
sing
sing.
quite well.
No,
Right?
no.
Right?
I know.
I have.
I've heard her.
No,
You're like, you
I
sing.
try, right? And the thing about this play is, if you've seen the movie, Pierce Brosnan couldn't sing.
No, gosh, no.
I'm sorry, Pierce, if he's listening.
Well, of course he's watching, obviously. But no, he couldn't.
And Meryl was okay. Meryl Streep,
Yeah.
she's phenomenal at anything.
Yeah.
But it wasn't known for its musical quality as far as voices go.
For the movie, no.
No. They
But it
hammed
was
it up and
fabulous.
they barked it out, and that's why I get to have the fun part of Tanya, who is not going to be a stellar singer, but she's a crazy kind of character.
Oh yeah, well that just
She's
makes
fun.
it all the better.
Yes.
But you know what? This, Judy, takes us back to your quote, right? Like, it's, you know, you're not widely known for your singing,
no, not yet.
but you're living it. Right? You're living it. Like, this is,
I'm overcoming my fear.
yeah.
Hey, there you
Like,
go.
it's not my bag. So to go out there in front of, I hope it's sold out every night, this show.
It will be.
Which it normally is, because it's a rock and roll weekend festival
Yes.
as well. So
Yes.
we'll have everybody in town for that.
Yeah.
You have to just say, do your best and go with it. And nobody's going to laugh their head off because I'm more of an actress than a singer. Right?
Well, you know what? I think it's such a great example, though, and especially because I love the musical itself. But I think it's such a great example of just living it, right? Like, because I remember, because you told me just before you were about to audition that you were going to, and you were a little bit worried.
Well, I don't dance, right? I am now.
Yeah, but you were a little bit worried. But you know what? I think we'd be hard pressed if anybody out there would think that Judy ever is, you know, because she gets up in front of like hundreds of people and we do live TV every Monday. I think nobody would ever think that you'd be nervous about something like that. But I think you are showing that whether you do this every week or not, you might have a little bit of nerves, but you still go out and do it.
I'm going to do my best. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Try something I've not done before. I did Annie, the musical, but I had to play a drunk Miss Hannigan.
Oh, that-
so
yes.
it's easy to sing drunk, right? Like you can really get away with the band, little girls, little girls. And so you don't have to sing because you're a drunk. But
That's awesome.
in this part, like I said, we have so many beautiful songs by ABBA. Do you have a favorite? What's your favorite one?
The name of the game, but
Is
we're not singing it in
Is
this
that your favorite?
section. Yes, it's so good.
I love Waterloo.
Yeah, oh yeah, Waterloo's fun.
It's a beautiful
Yeah.
little tune.
Yeah.
Some best prize.
Do you have a favorite ABBA number now? I love the one you're doing solo.
Oh yeah, lay all your love on
Lay
me.
all your love
Yeah,
on me.
actually, that one I'm really enjoying. Like it's pretty high, but
Oh, it's very high. Can you give us a sample?
Oh
Oh,
god.
come on, Jeff. I love putting him on the
why do you
spot.
make me do? Okay.
Jeff, it's so amazing. Just throw yourself into it for the show.
I wasn't jealous before we met. Now every man that I see is a potential threat.
There we go.
That was beautiful.
That was
Naomi, do you want to get?
Stay.
Do you have a little thing you do? Any little song you want to kick out?
Oh, I don't know. I know
Or-
Happy Birthday.
No.
That one's really good.
Well, her voice is so pretty, and you're tenor,
Yep.
and your voice, like I would be alto, and you are soprano.
Yeah.
Can you hit a note for a soprano? Just any little note in the song?
Any note.
Well, you're with a couple of girls on soprano, so just something from Mamma Mia.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I can squeak those out.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do it again.
That was good.
Again?
Yeah, because it's really high. Try it again.
Are you gonna do it with me?
No, no.
I thought you were preparing.
I'm just a host today.
Giddy up. Wow.
Isn't that something high?
That's amazing.
No, I know. And then when you get them all together,
It's
sounds
something else.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Amazing.
scary.
But you know what my favorite ABBA song is?
I was just going to ask you.
Super Duper.
Oh, I have to do that one.
Yeah.
I have to do that one.
I can't wait. I know.
I'm one of the dynamos.
Yes.
Dynamos, I guess they call it dynamos.
Dynamo, yeah.
I
And
can't,
so,
yeah, I can't wait.
Dynamo.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
That is actually, I had the ABBA Greatest Hits album when I was 10. My grandmother in Moncton, my father's mother, let me play it over and over and over again on the record player, and I would move it to Super Duper constantly.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
One of my
I mean,
faves.
she loved me obviously because I would play it from like 8 o'clock in the morning
Really?
till like 5 o'clock at night.
I guess it's not one of my favorite songs because I have to sing it.
I mean, yeah, like maybe. But-
Well, you know what? Thank you so much, both
Yes.
of you, and we can't wait to see you
Come
on
again.
June 30th to July 3rd at James M. Hill Theatre. So we'll see you back right after the break. Thanks, everyone. Hi, and welcome back to Have a Chat. I'm Veronique Arsenault, your co-host for today, and I'm joined, of course, by my other fabulous co-host, Judy Loche. I know
so
I keep
kind.
saying it, I keep doing it.
Yeah.
I'm really at a loss today, but
She thinks I'm
anyways, Audrey couldn't be here with us today because of prom and grad season and how busy her business is. So we miss her, but she'll be back next week.
That's right.
But we are now joined by another fabulous human being.
Yes.
That's right. Own it. Own it. Michelle Davidson Legier, and
Welcome.
you are the coordinator for the Food Security Network.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
a
Yeah, it's
big
great to be
topic.
back. It is a big topic. Yeah. The last time I was here was in, I think, January.
Probably.
When it came to talk about the Fresh for Less program.
Yes,
that
the
we
launch.
launched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
wonderful. So
Yeah.
for everybody out there,
Yeah.
because they're going to be watching this at home, tell
Sure.
everybody about you.
Awesome. About me.
That way they get to know you.
So I am from away. I'm one of those people from away.
I come from away, but we adopted you. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, that's very true. Like it felt like home very quickly. We
Wonderful.
moved to Rogersville about a year ago, me and my husband.
Wonderful.
I'm originally from northwestern Ontario, a little town called Sioux Lookout,
Oh, yes.
which is smaller than Miramichi,
Okay.
but bigger than Rogersville.
Yes.
So it's kind of like happy
Little
medium.
town.
Yeah, and it's like the climate and the the wood, the forests and the lakes, and very similar.
Yes.
The thing I really love about this area though is the ocean. I'm so fascinated with the ocean, and when you're from central Ontario,
That's
it's
There are lakes, but that's about it.
yeah, exactly. And there's some big lakes. Like
Yeah,
don't get
yeah.
me wrong,
Yeah.
it's not the ocean, and
Yeah.
just the tides. Like I could sit there and just watch the tide come in.
know,
It's
I
just
know.
so it's very
It's
very
funny
cool.
what we don't realize, like we take for granted here, right? Is because we're here
It's
all the
true.
time. Yeah.
I grew up and from my house I could see the water, like
Yeah.
in Miramichi River, and the bridge, of course.
Yeah.
And I didn't really take it for granted. I just really did appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I still
Yeah.
do. When I go to my parents and sit on their front step in the
Yes.
summertime, you can actually see the boat sailing, and
Oh,
it's a
beautiful.
beautiful part of our region. Isn't it,
Yeah,
of course?
yeah, and yeah, the Miramichi River is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still learning a little bit about it. So your idea of a staycation is like, I'm going to do that this
Staycations
year.
are good.
You know, just
Well,
explore
there's
the region
so
a little bit
much
more.
to
and-
do, and we
There is,
forget,
right
right?
here.
Yeah, I sit on the board for the Miramichi River Tourism Association and Miramichi Regional, Tourism Association, and like there's so much to do up and down our river and up and down
Yeah.
the region that
Yes.
people come from away to do that
Yes,
we forget
exactly.
that we forget
Yeah.
about. You know,
I had
so-
breakfast in Doketown on the
Oh,
weekend.
Town's a
gorgeous,
great
yeah.
And it was just, I was so amazed. There's
Yeah.
so much history there, so
Yes.
much, so many stories to tell and
That's
to
it.
learn about. And
Great
Yeah.
people
yeah,
all
and
around.
it was
I
only an
agree.
hour away.
Yeah.
But, you know,
and we
very, very
forget
close.
we forget
Yes.
about that part.
yeah, so, that's
so
part
tell
of my
us-
plan this
yeah.
summer.
So tell us a little bit about what you do for a living.
So I actually I'm the coordinator for the Food Security Network, and the Food Security Network, we're devoted to ensuring everybody has access to nutritious, local, culturally appropriate food, and and also opportunities for healthy living.
Right.
So it's
Good,
kind of
good,
like.
good.
It's not, a lot of people think we're food safety, like we're agricultural testing. No, we
Right,
don't
not
have
at all.
anything to do with that.
Yeah.
No.
But it's food security is kind of a weird term.
Yes.
People kind of
But it's
don't
security
necessarily-
in having enough food, right?
That's
It's,
right.
It's not the security of the food itself,
Yeah.
but in having enough food in your life.
Yeah, and the
Healthy
ice storm
living.
was a nice, well, it wasn't a nice illustration, but
Yeah.
it was a good illustration on how quickly
Yeah.
we are food insecure, all of us.
Yes.
It was, I
True.
think we had three to 4 days.
Yeah.
If nothing had come into the region,
Yeah.
we had 3 to 4 days worth of
Yeah,
food.
it was a desperate situation. You were prepared.
Yeah. No. And
Yeah,
I mean,
and most of us
yeah.
were, like a lot of us can,
Yeah.
or maybe not a lot of us, but
I was
that's-
not prepared.
Oh no.
No,
No,
I know.
I wasn't.
You always
was
read
pretty
that
good.
emergency alert. That you should always have 72 hours
Yes.
of
Yes.
supplies, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could have lasted a day or two, but
Yeah.
like not. But that would have been.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have
And some
been
of the
eating like
outlying areas
canned
there a
peas
week.
at one point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right,
Yeah.
right,
It
exactly.
wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Yeah, so we do a lot of work with, we just started to do work with Slow Food Miramichi River,
Yes.
which is a
Okay.
great organization here. They're an international organization, but they're called a convivium, and
That's a
they
fancy
are
word.
on clean, fair food for all kind of idea. So clean being like, not grown with pesticides, organically grown.
Love it.
Local, very local. So Slow Food tries to honor our culture and our heritage in our food.
Good.
So yeah, so instead of getting something from China or even from the States,
Right.
even though the States is relatively close by, like let's focus on
Growing it right
again
here.
our assets here. It's like
Right.
the staycation idea, right?
Yeah.
With food, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, let's
It's
honor what we
that
grow here.
slow food versus fast food, really, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Like that pre-processed, pre-packaged, food that, I mean, listen, there's a time and place for it. There's no question.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
There's a time and place for it.
I
and
raised my
we've
kids
all-
and went
yeah.
out very young. Oh yeah,
We've
a
all done
lot.
it, but it's that I think it's that opposite of that, which is that slow food, like you said, the local and
Yeah.
culturally appropriate, which I think is a fantastic
Yeah.
piece to it as well, component to it as well.
Yeah, because if I was First Nations or whatever, my idea of local, clean, healthy food
Yeah.
might be different than somebody who was raised in Northern Ontario, for
Right.
example.
And when you go to
or
the grocery,
somewhere else. No, it's
When
okay.
you go to the grocery store, how many of us actually look at the sign that says organic
Right.
versus bananas, for example?
Yeah.
Organically grown bananas
Yeah.
versus the 89
Yeah.
cent bananas. So they're more expensive, of course,
Yeah.
but you're getting the healthier product,
Yeah, exactly.
the better, the cleaner
Agreed.
fruit. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
agreed.
and and there's a bit of greenwashing
So
you gotta
talk
watch out
about
for
that,
too,
for
right?
example, in the
Yeah.
stores, how much,
Yeah.
like the organic versus, do people find it, just give us some idea about that when you're shopping.
Well, my perspective on organic food is it's not all it's not always best to purchase organic.
Okay.
Like exactly, bananas are a
interesting.
good example.
Okay.
To me, a banana is still coming from South America, right?
Right,
Or
okay.
from wherever they come
Yeah,
from. I'm not
that's right.
exactly sure.
Yeah.
I know they aren't grown in Canada.
But that's
that much I know.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. I buy
Yeah.
the regular bananas.
Right.
Right,
So then-
right.
So so then would your recommendation, and I guess the food security and slow food, would that
Yeah.
be more go to the farmer's market then?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. We want to try and support our farmers
Yeah.
and also the market gardeners. Like Matt Trevors has
Right.
he's the president of the Convivium, and he has a market garden.
Well, where
so
is this?
It's, I want to say, I can't remember exactly where it is. It's in the region.
Okay. But now you just look
He
up
sells
Matt Travers.
Matt Travers or the Water Street Market Garden, and he
yeah.
sells at the Water Street Farmers Market.
Yes,
so
yeah.
it's
I
really
did
easy
know
to
that,
find
yeah.
him.
Yes, I've heard about
yeah,
him being there,
yeah, and he has a fairly small garden from a farmer's perspective. But that's another thing from the food security perspective is you don't need acres and acres of land. So we support people participating in community gardens or a market garden format where he sells preserves as well. So he sells
Okay.
from his garden, but he
Isn't that
also sells.
lovely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
love tomatoes and all that stuff.
Oh
and
my
when you know
gosh.
that they're coming just, clean
Oh,
out
I
of the
know.
ground
Yeah.
from our own resources
That's
here,
right.
It's
Yeah.
it's delicious.
incomparable to
It is.
yeah. And we
of it.
forget that in the middle of winter. We're like, well, I need tomatoes for my salad, so
That's
I'm gonna eat them
Oh,
anyway.
and the
But
berries, let's face it, like
Oh,
strawberry
yeah.
season. Everyone's into strawberry shortcake right now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Father's Day,
Yeah.
everyone's talking about-
Raspberries are my thing.
Me too. I could live on
Love
them.
them.
Love
blueberries.
Love them.
Blueberries?
Sorry, I both love blueberries.
Oh,
love
and they're
blueberries.
so good for you.
Yeah, and I was so excited to find right down the street from where we moved.
Oh,
It's
neat.
huge.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
And talk
in
to us a little bit
Rogersville,
about. You were the last time you were here. You were just launching Fresh for
Yes,
Less.
yes.
Yeah, and so now what else? What's
Amazing.
coming up?
Well, it's amazing. The Fresh for Less program took us really by surprise. We had projected for about 50 members in the first 3 months of the program, which launched November 1st, 2016. We had over 300 in our first month. So we were kind of like, whoa.
Successful.
Very successful.
Yeah.
And it's exciting because it shows that people are
Yes.
wanting
Wanting.
that healthy
They
food.
do, they do.
So the program is focused on delivering healthy food for less. So we buy in bulk. Just a reminder for people that might
Yes.
not know. We buy in bulk from a wholesaler, and then we have volunteers deliver and sort the bags for people to purchase, $10 or $20 bag. So, yeah, it was
300
very
customers.
successful. And now we're up to about 450 or so.
Isn't that
It
great?
kind of goes in flux because we have we are supporting the food bank now, so we
Yes.
take a very small portion off of each bag that's purchased, and we put those donations towards
Beautiful.
purchasing bags for the food bank.
Really?
We had gotten a City of Miramichi donation as well,
Yeah.
just before Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's now run out. It was a $2,000 donation, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So I purchased 200 $10 bags
Yes,
for
I
food
remember.
bank clients.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was so well received there. Like
Yeah.
now people are still coming there going, "Where's my bag?"
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
oh.
Such a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that's why we
Amazing.
decided to start to try and kind of direct some more money towards that because obviously it's needed.
Now,
so.
if I wanted to purchase some bags for the food bank, can I?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So we
Okay.
take sponsorships.
Okay.
And also people that aren't necessarily registered with the food bank have applied to be sponsored.
Okay.
Because sometimes you're not
Oh, yes.
in that
You're
kind
not
of
the- yeah.
need category,
Yes.
but you still
Need.
find it hard to,
Right.
purchase healthy food. So we
Okay.
totally accept a lot of people sponsor grandchildren or children or neighbors, and
Wow.
yeah, so that's open to anybody who'd like to do that.
I think
yeah,
it's so exciting,
but-
this whole initiative, because you're
Yeah.
looking at families and mothers
Yeah.
and fathers
Yeah.
raising these little
Yes.
children to grow up with
Yeah.
healthy diets,
Yes.
healthy, clean,
Very
good
much so.
food, and
Yeah.
not just the processed stuff that the junk that
yeah,
you see people
yeah.
sometimes
and like
grabbing.
you said, it's easy to grab that stuff.
It sure is.
But it's
There's a time and
changing the
place for
mindset,
sure,
and
yeah.
and changing the habits that we all
Yeah.
have, and myself included.
Yeah.
You
Food
know,
determines so much, your skin and your
Oh,
mind
yeah.
and what you eat and your energy level
Yes,
and everything. It just
absolutely.
means so much. It's a vital
It's
part
funny.
of your life.
It's funny. I probably the last month or so I haven't been eating all that well, right? I'm under a little bit of stress right now.
Okay.
A little bit more stress than usual. And so I haven't been eating that well. And all of a sudden, at the ripe old age of 44, I'm breaking out again. My skin's
No.
oily. Oh, yeah. My skin's oily. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I'm like, oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm not
getting
eating
better.
well. I'm
Oh,
not
it's
drinking
so-
enough water.
Yeah, the water's big
all
for me
those
too.
things. And it really does affect
It
you.
makes
Yeah.
a big difference how
Yeah.
you eat.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
So we
For
also
sure.
have, and so in addition to Fresh for Less, that was such a great success. I had started in July. It was launched in November, like I said, and so then now we were kind of like, okay, what else can we do?
That's right. You always have some
So
idea.
we're putting in a proposal for the Community Project Fund that City of Miramichi
yes.
announced.
Yeah.
It's closing on the 23rd, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, this week.
Yes.
So we're putting in a proposal to develop the Logie House property into a food forest, an edible food forest. So there's already some trees there, but
Yeah.
we want to put in some fruit trees, some perennial plants, have some nice, beautiful walkways.
What a
maybe-
fantastic idea.
Yeah, a
What a
greenhouse.
property.
And then use it as a space to educate,
Yeah.
to do workshops. Anybody who wants to learn how to garden, who wants to learn how to grow in a greenhouse. So
Oh, maybe she's
Vote
on a
for
healthy,
us.
you run a healthy.
Well, yeah,
Vote
and
for us.
it's going to be voted on by the community.
Exactly.
Right? So it's an opportunity to talk about it because it
Exactly.
will be voted on by the community
That's
as
a
to what
great
project that they decide to
yeah,
fund.
and we
So
really
they're-
want it to be a community-led and involved project. So we have a number of partners already, like More Services, the Sawdust, the Miramichi Senior Sawdust Makers.
Yes, yeah, they're wonderful.
A number of the Chatham Public Library. We have a number of
Support
I have a
a
long
lot.
list
Yes,
of
of
people
course.
that are like, yeah, we could do something there.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that wonderful?
we'd also like to include some allotment garden spaces. So you'd have this kind of already developed area
Right.
where people can learn about, but also you can grow your annuals and fruits and vegetables in an annual space. It's like the Sovereign Community Church.
And what
already
about
does.
herbs?
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it,
Yeah.
herbs just add so much to cuisine. They are essential, aren't they, for the flavoring? Do you do a lot of that yourself? Like, do you have?
I do myself, yes.
I believe you.
I love it.
She looks
yeah.
very healthy, doesn't she, Veronique? You
Thank
do.
you. Yeah, I'm really into medicinal herbs and like bee balm and.
Tell us about it.
Well, I do. I like to make my own tea.
Oh, neat.
So instead of purchasing from the store, I'll just put some lemon balm or lavender together and stew it up and make tea. And
Because I am doing
Yeah.
this play, which we just talked about.
it's not though. Yeah.
And for
It's
the
again-
throat, to keep your vocal
Right.
cords. So what would you
Oh,
recommend? Like
right.
just one of your teas with like a lemon?
Or honey. Honey is
Honey, yeah, I've
beautiful
heard a
to
lot.
soothe your throat.
In the tea?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But no milk, nothing with it, just
No,
the tea.
yeah, just tea, and that's I take my tea like that already. So I also make balms like
for skin softening?
salves. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Wow. What
that
do you
doesn't
use
help
on
your
your
throat at
skin,
all.
Michelle?
I use it's a beeswax, and depends on
Look at her
what I'm
skin.
using.
It's
so
amazing.
yeah, beeswax oil and whatever medicinal herbs that I infuse.
Because the rest of my
and
face
it's not
is oily all of a
complicated.
sudden, but the rest of me is as dry as the desert.
Really?
Like my
Desert?
skin is
Not right.
so dry, it's so
Oh,
dry.
not too bad.
I know. Yeah, no, I get
Yeah.
really, really dry skin except
Yeah.
for my face. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd be really excited to kind of like maybe like so this same space, the Logie
Yeah.
House. It's right now it's called the Logie House Commons.
Yes.
So we're just kind of like a working title, but there'd be opportunities for people like me
Yeah.
to go in there and gather herbs and have like a side business.
Fantastic.
Like I think it's called micro entrepreneurship
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And you could have schools come in there and do
Yeah.
teaching
And
whatever,
especially the younger
anything,
people,
senior.
younger generation, to learn how to eat well,
Yes.
how to
Yeah.
grow well, how
Yeah.
to
Well, and we're
live
seeing the
properly.
cafeterias now in our new schools here in the region.
Yeah.
Being looked at more with that slow food kind of
Yeah.
approach to
Yeah.
it, like the new
Yeah.
King Street Elementary School.
Yes, Brian Matheson. Yeah,
who
yeah.
was here
He's on our network
last
as well.
week or the week
Yeah, he was a
before.
recent
Yeah.
guest.
Is a consultant there to try and
Yeah.
to develop that, which I think is
Promote healthy
fantastic.
Yeah.
Max
Yeah.
Aiken Academy did the same
I think
thing.
it's
So
Oh,
about time.
wonderful.
It's great.
It is. It is.
Too much junk available to kids. Just too much
Yeah,
of that fast.
yeah.
Grab a slice of this, grab a chunk
Yeah.
of that.
And I think the seniors too, like
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
them in the
That's
loop
right.
too. Like not all of them have grown up with
no.
Nope.
people, showing them how to can
No,
or how to
true.
preserve or how to garden. So
any age.
it's like
Yeah.
let's say that inclusive kind of, yeah.
Well, I think
so.
it's amazing too, like the education piece that goes along with that. You
Yeah.
know, I always said, oh, I know what to eat. I know how to eat healthy. But I actually went to a dietitian just before Christmas, Vanessa McAvoy, who's been on the show.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it made sense because she went through it all
Yeah.
piece by piece with me. And it really, I clued in then as to what an actual healthy meal was versus what, in my mind, well, I'm having, whole wheat toast and whatever. And
Yeah.
that wasn't it. Right. So,
Not it.
but I think the education piece is so important here,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's something that
Yeah.
we're seeing now with the Fresh for Less and with this Food Security Network, which is fantastic.
Exactly. And community gardens too, where there's
Yeah.
a number of them popping up everywhere. And Rogersville just got theirs planted. Sovereign Community Church
Yes.
already has theirs, and a lot of people keep coming to us saying we'd like to plant a community garden. So
Isn't
you
that-
have
it's
your healthy
growing.
food, and then you're getting outside too,
Yeah.
like connecting with your food.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, that's where pepper grows, or that's how it grows, or
Right.
boy, it's hard to grow a pumpkin, or boy, it's easy to grow a pumpkin. So
I don't think it'd be easy to grow. I'm not much of a gardener. I
So
learn from you.
we want to make sure that people can get a hold of you if they need to.
Sure,
So
yeah.
how do we do that?
So we have a Facebook page.
Okay.
It's the French name of the network, which is Réseau de Sécurité Alimentaire Northumberland,
Right.
Northumberland Food Security Network. It's
Right.
all that long thing on Facebook.
Yeah.
We also have the Fresh for Less page, which
Yeah.
is a little bit easier to look up.
Pensez
Yeah, Pensez Frais, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we also have a Gmail account, RSA Northeast FSN @gmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, or you can
good.
call me,
Wow.
626-0235.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
lot
we
of
just got a
connections.
grant from ESIC, so I'm working 30 hours a week now instead of 15 hours a
Oh,
week.
great.
So I'll be able to answer the calls a lot more easily.
You're
Well, we
doing a
want to
great
thank
job.
you, Michelle. Thank you for coming, and
Thanks
thank
for
all of our
having me.
guests today. Don't
Yeah.
forget to check them all
Awesome.
out, whether it be the play or, of course, the Food Security Network. We'll see you next week. Don't
Thank
forget
you.
to have a great weekend.
That's
We'll see you
awesome.
soon.
everybody.
Thank you.